Whoa, this is the Yewllusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. It's it's almost the end of February. February is always a weird month for me. It's always been a weird month. So I was sitting here, I'm working on a piece of art and doing that kind of a thing. Owl's asleep, and I was just kind of poking around on YouTube, and this video came up, and it's by Foggy Day in Vietnam. He makes some mashups of my videos, right? He mashes them up. And it probably came up because he made a new one. More like a little bit Hiroshima, Nagasaki-ish. But this one was the Yewllusion's positive mental attitude. And I was curious. So I'm watching it, and it's me, like, or was me, an illusion of me, if you will. And it was perfectly timed. Like, it was perfect. If I'd watched it a month ago, I wouldn't have been like, whatever. None of this matters, man. It's amazing how none of it really matters. And I don't mean in a nihilistic kind of way, like go smash and destroy and be an idiot. I mean, like, it doesn't matter in the most beautiful, positive way. Like, it's all okay. Like, it's all okay. Like, I'm watching this video and it's just snippets of me saying basically that in different, like, shirts and haircuts and different places and locations. And I'm like, you have to understand, I don't really ever go back and watch my videos. So to kind of see that, I was like, whoa, man, what a trippy journey. But here I am, right? Years later. And a lot of the video clips, I mean, this video was made in 2016, right? Almost 2.5 years ago. And it's all about, a lot of the clips are about getting your ass kicked and having that energy reveal grander truths. And I'm watching it, and the guy making those videos has no idea what's coming his way. Clueless what's coming his way. And yet the guy sitting here right now knows that that guy is spiritually ready for what's coming his way. And is about ready to go on a journey. So I've been on this journey. And I'm cool with it. I've realized I'm a pretty solid human being. I discovered something in the emergency room with Owl the other day. So I had to take Owl to get, I didn't have to take Owl. I met Owl and his mom down at the emergency room. He had to get his head stitched up, and I had to step up the plate and be super calm, super collected, super dad, and look my son in the eyes as they've got him all strapped down and his head held so they can stitch his face back together. And he's looking me in the eye, and I'm just communicating with him. And I realized in that one experience moving forward that I may be a flawed human being in all sorts of ways, but at the end of the day, I'm one of the good guys. And I had to go through this last period of self-reflection and self-examination and tear myself down. Like, I got torn to my foundation. And I had to find out what was there. And I have to admit, it was a journey that I wouldn't want to take. And I think it's like that thing I hear all the big talk about the ayahuasca journey and the whole thing. And I would just say I did that over a 3-month period. Like I tore my internal being down to its bare nuts and bolts. And had to look at each nut and bolt and decide if that was a nut and bolt that I was going to put back in my new airplane. You know, it's like when they take the big airplanes, right? And they strip them all apart and make sure all the bolts are like strong enough to be put back in there. And so I had to discard a bunch of like materials and ideas and thoughts about myself. Here I am. I don't even know what the date is. February 26th, 2019. It's funny, most of my videos don't have like a time reference in it. February 26th, 2019. I'm looking at myself right now because I'm really realizing what a time machine, like I've aged over the years. It's pretty trippy to like see. But what's in store for this person, looking back at this person in the camera, is beautiful. Like I'm centered in a way that I didn't know I could ever be. Like, yeah, I have no idea what's in store. And yet I know that the story's about to get truly, truly beautiful. In a way, I can feel it in my fibers, the fiber of my being. And it's something that I know those characters or those illusions of myself previous videos didn't know, didn't understand, but knew was coming eventually, but just didn't know the journey of what it would take to get there. Because what I've realized is until you've stripped yourself down to your bare foundation and looked at all the nuts and bolts that make up who you are as a being, you're not ready for the big assignment. And I mean, I wasn't ready. I'm ready now. Like I'm ready to accept the mission that's coming my way. And I don't know what that mission is, understand. But the mission's big. Real big. It's funny, I want to give myself an out right there. I was like, in the back of my mind, I wanted to give myself an out. There's no out. There's no out. There's no failing anymore. The volume's about to get real 11-ish here. I got a bunch of knobs and they go to 11. And that's exciting. And I don't need to know what's in store. For the first time, I have a calmness within inside of myself. And I have nothing but an uncertainty in front of me. I have no concrete anything going on. I know nothing about anything coming my way. And yet, I don't need to know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. Because I have faith in its goodness. I'm almost present, if that makes sense. I can get present, but I mean almost completely present in this moment, where I'm not thinking about the past. I don't live in the story of the past. Like it's truly I've had to truly let go of some big ticket items of reality perception over the last couple months. Like big fundamental building blocks of reality. And yet, by letting go of those, I think that why I needed to let go of those was it frees me about moving into the future. I remember being very unsure, let's say 6 weeks ago, about what letting go of those fundamental building blocks in reality was all about. And now I understand that by letting go of that story, I can truly love and trust. I can truly love and trust moving forward. I thought for a bit there it was gonna go the other direction. I remember early January, I thought it was gonna be the exact opposite. I was never gonna love and trust again. But I've realized that that's all I'm gonna do now. I love and trust myself. I've tested myself over the last 4 months, and I realized that deep down into my core, I'm a good human being, and I mean like a good human being, and I have no doubts about myself anymore. Like I thought I would always run. I maybe always thought I would kill myself or implode or drink or whatever, self-sacrifice. I don't know, man. I don't know really what that looked like, but now I know that I can stand literally in a burned landscape of reality, and I'm fireproof right now. Like tempered steel. Like I'm gonna shut off this video. I'm gonna go climb into my warm little bed with my son sleeping there, and I'm gonna drift off to sleep tonight with no worries in the world. I'm not worried about anything anymore. I'm not alone. I have God. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm not bummed about yesterday. I'm content with today. Yeah. It's pretty quiet inside of here, and that's amazing. Anyway, this is the Yewllusion. I'll try to put that link in the video description below. It's Foggy Day in Vietnam, and the video is called The Yewllusion, Positive Mental Attitude, full mashup. I'm out.